It's the Houston Texans taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Under center for the Vikings, out comes the former Michigan State Spartan and longtime veteran Kirk Cousins.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down.
2nd and 10.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Dalvin Cook on the carry.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Quickly to Thielen here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
First down.
I don't care how you look at it, how you cut it, how you parse it. Adam Thielen continues to be an absolute marvel coming from where he did, Division III football, to being one of the top receivers in the NFL. But it's going to be vital for the Vikings in 2020 to keep number 19 on the field, especially since he lost his old running mate Stephon Diggs to the Buffalo Bills. And a hamstring injury last year really held his numbers in check. His lowest receiving yardage since 2015. Look for another breakout from Adam Thielen after plays like that. Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence.
He's got it at the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line. But I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Cook. And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the second straight play. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Bullock will put this one through.
The kick is
and the Vikings have a 3-0 lead.
Score Vikings 3, Texans 0.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers? 1
touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
The 28-yard line.
On the ground, this is Johnson. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
David Johnson on the carry.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. To throw, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete.
Cousins
and he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards there, 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now on 2nd and 13. Cousins. He will find the rookie from LSU. That's Justin Jefferson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's a gain of 11. And it's
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Cousins. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
The pass, fumbled on the play. Recovered.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to him.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
3rd and long for Cousins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
At the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd.
The numbers for Fuller last week. 4 catches, 56 yards.
And they've gone to him early in this one. I sense a theme, one that I expect to continue throughout this contest.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man complete. It's Fuller again. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
There's a good reception there by Will Fuller. And if you're looking for breakout players in 2020, he's a big-time candidate for it because he has a rapport with Deshaun Watson. And now with DeAndre Hopkins no longer in Houston, he could be their top receiver.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. On the tackle defensively, Jaleel Johnson.
No gain on the play.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Three 0 after one on EA Sports.
Vikings 3, Texans 0.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will tie us at 3-3. 3-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down, Vikings.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Gonna let it fly for Rudolph. That's caught inside the 20.
Cousins pass complete.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Give to Cook out of the gun. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Taken down at the 17-yard line. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Madison,
the Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
To Kyle Rudolph.
I love the durability of Kyle Rudolph. He hasn't missed a game for the Vikings since 2014. Always on the field, always contributing. They keep calling him a dependable target. He can be that and more. And remember, in the overtime win against New Orleans in the playoffs last year, who caught the game-winning touchdown? That guy right there, Kyle Rudolph.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Adam Thielen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And it is up.
The kick is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now out comes Houston. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Harrison Smith on the tackle.
Now Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier. Daniil Hunter on the
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So here are the Vikings to take over. They were winners last week over Tennessee, and they've got the lead here as well. They start this drive out 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
No gain on the
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
To throw is Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the backyard just throwing it around probably with his dad, he thought about playing in the NFL. He dreamed of it. But to put up these kind of numbers while doing so, that's got to be kind of cool for him. He'll enjoy the heck out of thinking about that when this one is over.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Now a look at Will Fuller as he and the rest of the offense gears up to get ready to go again. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Good carry and pick up for a 1st down there by David Johnson, and he has a chance to fill a lot of voids for this Houston Texans team. They lost a 1,000-yard rusher from last year. Carlos Hyde went to Seattle, but back in 2016, David Johnson led the NFL in all-purpose yards with the Arizona Cardinals. The Texans would be happy to see that guy all year long.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He was defended by Patrick Peterson.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Their mobile quarterback, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. We saw so much of this last year at the college level, but there you go, his first rushing touchdown as an NFL quarterback.
And with the speed he has, we certainly know it won't be his last, because that's something that aided him very well, as you mentioned, at the college level. It's something he's going to carry over, and they'll make it a big part of their offense.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 20.
Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called it.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the.
And you're yelling at your own defense, sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Throwing is Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
That was an okay hookup there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. On the carry, it's Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Take it at the 37. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge, because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Open man, the tight end fails. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now back to throw.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans.
Texans 13, Vikings 10.
So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight.
Randy Bullock set to kick off.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And he returns this to the 22.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So here are the Texans to take over. They're on top here. So they've got the football first and 10, trying to erase the memory of the loss last week to the Pittsburgh Steelers. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Johnson. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Number 31, David Johnson.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Houston. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up
looking to throw on second down. Cousins. The throw complete to Beebe. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Got an open man finding Jefferson. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings.
Cousins back.
Justin Jefferson with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Houston set to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They go to Johnson again. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
gun now on third down. He finds his target, Fuller. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
For Will Fuller. Incomplete. He was covered by Jeff Gladney.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's got his tight end. It's Fells.
The pass.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Steps away. He may try and run for this. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own. But as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you. And if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Zach Cunningham, the leading tackler in the AFC in 2019, is there defensively.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Cousins over the middle here to Rudolph. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he will have a Vikings first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They run again on first down. Cook. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Working out of the gun. Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Pass. Complete.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return.
At their own 20.
And now out comes Houston. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
That's good for a Texans.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Johnson, the ball.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And the pressure gets to him again. Jaleel Johnson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Look at the spin. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. They've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and inches at the 31-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Looked like a pretty smart decision that time to keep the football by the quarterback.
It was because you saw how the runner got swarmed. So you've got to pull the ball from his arms, keep it yourself, and get what you can. And the most underrated player on this play is the running back, because even if he doesn't have the ball, he has to act like he does in order to attract the defense.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
At the 40-yard line.
Rudolph on the receiving end from Cousins. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Houston, it's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. The Vikings on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6. At the 20.
Throw left side complete. It's Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
First down.
There's a good catch by David Johnson. Good enough for a 1st down. And remember, coming out of the University of Northern Iowa, he had played receiver his first couple of years in college before shifting to running back. Used to seeing the ball in the air. And when he's on his game, he's an excellent pass receiver.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll get this underneath to David Johnson. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Finding Fowles complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. On the move to his left. He's going to take off with it. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. I guess There's no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kiki QT. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the 4th quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the 4th quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead.
17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 20.
The Vikings ready to go again on offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Johnson with a completion over the middle. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Jefferson.
Well, the evidence is once again presented why he was such a top target at LSU. And Justin Jefferson carrying that over to the NFL. He's what a lot of people call a natural pass catcher. What I love about it, his ability to play the ball in the air and at the moment of truth, go up and take it from a defensive back. This guy is smooth.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 3 on the play. And
1st down. Here's Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
35-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. They'll run with Madison. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Good. That keeps the score Texans 20, Vikings 17.
Comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, they caught a break with that missed field goal. Instead of being tied, they now sit in the 4th quarter driver's seat, still up 3.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. A 4th quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied it. Instead, they remain down 3.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll go down at the 28. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Johnson. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings 17. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a 20th carry for Johnson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause of the action. A timeout here defensively. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got it. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And they'll indeed take a knee.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up 2nd down and a bit farther.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And this is where the mental part of the game comes into play. Defense is out of timeouts. Just hold on to the football. No sense really trying to score. They should be able to run this one out.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Down to a knee here as the Texans look to let the clock roll. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Well, we were prepping for overtime up here in the booth, partner. Thought for sure we were destined for OT. And then the chip shot field goal, no good. A tough loss.
Oh, without question, because When you're saying prepping, I was locked in. I think you were too. We're going to overtime. I was already gathering my thoughts about, okay, how do we start? What happens with the coin toss? Who's going to play defense first? And I have to admit, I'm in a little bit of shock that he missed that field goal.
I'm absolutely still in shock. Just a tough way to end it. So for Houston, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.